And a good Friday evening. We are on just in the nick of time, but we are ready to go with Lakin Lady Bronc basketball. We apologize for the delay, but the group ahead of us showed no consideration to get out of the way so we could get hooked up and get set up for this game. We've been sitting next to them for the last 2 hours, and they knew we needed to get in here. But nonetheless, we're on. We're ready for tip. Brett Hendricks along with Jared Hendricks. Thanks for joining us for Lady Bronc semifinal basketball. The Lady Broncs and the Goodland Lady Cowgirls. The Cowgirls beat Ulysses yesterday by the score of 67-26. The Lady Broncs got to this semifinal, their first one ever in the 2022 Goodland Topside Tip-Off. Lady Broncs winning over Norton by the score of 37-34. Goodland in the home white uniforms, 3 out front by Lehman, no good. And a travel on the rebound and a putback attempt. And the Lady Broncs will have their first possession. Starters for Lakin: Tegan Bachman, Sarah Wright, Sammy Vogel, Jared Davidson, and Brooke Groth. Goodland with full court man-to-man pressure. Far side, Sammy. Back to Brooke. The Lady Broncs are going to have to hurry. Davidson across the timeline, working against Alexa Weeder. Once again, we apologize for just now getting on the air. We had set a 10-minute till airtime. Sammy has the shot blocked by Weeder, but gathers in the loose ball. Tegan from the right side, 3, got it. Lady Broncs on top early, 3-0. Tegan coming into the evening averaging 8.5 points a game. Underneath, Olivia Lehman off the glass, won't go. Lehman goes to the floor, but back up. Lady Broncs have it. The rebound came to Sammy Vogel. Left side, Jared Davidson, Weeder on her. Goodland in a man-to-man defense. Sarah Wright near side. Tegan with the head fake. Cross-court pass, Sarah. Quick shot. Off the back iron, won't go to Alexa Weeder with the rebound. She takes it up the far side. Weeder, a 6-foot senior, drives, and she walks with it.
How's that for camera?
That looks fine.
Okay.
That looks fine. We'll just go with it.
Yeah,
we can make adjustments as we go. I just thank God we're on the air.
Yeah. We didn't have an issue, so.
Oh, stolen out front. Weeder, the layup, good. Goodland Lady Cowgirls, no, the Cowgirls, the defending 3A state champions from a year ago. Long pass into the corner. Davidson steps in. 17-footer. Got it. Top-ranked team in the state. Lady Broncs not backing down here early. Like the aggressiveness. But Goodland, the way they play defense, just like that steal with Alexa Weeder at midcourt, reminds me back in the days with, in the mid-90s. When Mandy Michaelis was playing and those girls were going to back-to-back state tournaments, that was the type of basketball they played too. Relentless defense, got easy layups.
Yeah, I definitely remember watching them.
Well, you weren't born yet.
That's the point.
You made me think about that. I thought, huh?
No, I wouldn't be able to make that comparison because I had no idea.
And Tyler was young, very young at the time as well. Wide open on the baseline. Davidson dribbles through, and the ball stolen away. And Lindsay Keir with it. We've got a whistle on the floor. Maybe they didn't start the clock, maybe?
Oh, yeah, they definitely didn't because I'm down to 5:27.
Okay. We had something to drink here. Do you have them by you somewhere? They were on the table when we started.
They were sitting just down here, I thought. Oh, no, hold on.
Are they on the bags? Behind the bags? Oh, okay. On the floor.
There we go.
Okay, I think they've got the clock issue solved.
Yeah, that's about where mine was.
Does everything seem to be working okay, Jared?
Oh, yeah, everything's good.
Excellent. All right, great job.
Apparently my hotspot's holding up better than their Wi-Fi right now, so good to go.
In the paint. Lindsey Cure turns. A foul will be called against Lakin. And that foul will go against Sammy Vogel. That's her first.
New pins right and well. We're all good to go.
Jared got him a new pin today, so all is good. Jackson Mitchick on the left wing. Weeder from the deep corner. 3 off front rim. Won't go, and Mitchick will be called for the over the back. First foul on Mitchick. Checking in for Goodland will be Jacelyn Horenick. Lakin to inbounds, full court pressure. If you're going to throw that, you can't throw a chest pass from the baseline. You've got to rear back and one hand that thing. Clock's still not running. There it did. They need to run off your time tonight, huh?
Yeah, maybe. I'll be the official.
Haley Bierman with it. Lady Bronx in a 3-2 zone. Weeder, long 3. That's short. And Brooke comes away with the rebound. They'll give it up to Sarah, who brings it up the floor. 4.5 to play, opening quarter. Lady Bronx on top 5-2. Tegan with the spin move. Missed the shot. 2 Lady Bronx battling for it. And Sammy, but she walked with it. She came away with the rebound. Kinsey Lohman Fuller into the lineup for Lakin. Haley Blocklinger in for the Cowgirls. Got it right that time. I want to thank Allie Mead on our camera tonight, bailing us out once again. Near steal by Davidson, but Goodland controls. Weeder with it out front. Lob underneath over the hands of Blocklinger. And the ball goes back to Lakin. Got a timeout on the floor, a 30-second timeout called by Goodland. 3:51 to go, opening quarter. Lady Bronx lead it by 3. Oh, tell you what, the 8 minutes it took us to set up seemed like an eternity.
Yeah,
it
sure
always does. And it shouldn't have had to happen. I mean, my gosh. I guess everybody's just not as nice as we are.
Yeah.
I would ditch a coach's interview if I knew somebody needed to get in here and get a game set up. You know what? You talk to coaches every game night all throughout the year, so you miss one interview.
Yeah, I couldn't even count how many we've missed.
Yeah. Heck, we even miss them sometimes when, hey, the time in the locker room goes a little long, so we just say heck with it. We'll talk to them tomorrow.
Either that or just plumb forget about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, they got to get across.
And Sophie Vanderknapp into the lineup, works it across. No, the back. Oh, I thought the back official was going to call a foul with a push. Coach Holloway pleading his case, but he's right. And I thought the front court official was going to call it, but they let the back court official get the travel call. Weeder drives between 2 players, misses the shot. We've got a tie-up, loose ball. Sammy going to the floor, battling Blocklinger. And the possession arrow points to the Lady Bronx. Olivia Lehman back into the lineup for Goodland along with Lindsey Cure. Jordan Owens was also in the last few minutes for Goodland. She goes to the bench with Blocklinger. And Sophie with the inbounds. And they're going to give the ball to Goodland. I thought Goodland reached in and maybe knocked that out of bounds, but they're going to say last touch by Kinsey. Weeder with the inbound. Into Horenick. Now back to Weeder, right wing. And she hits it. She's going to keep firing until she hits one, and right there she evens up the score at 5. Kinsey, lob underneath. Sammy, shot partially blocked by Lehman. Cure with the rebound. Up the floor, Weeder. Drives behind the back. Off the glass, won't go. Kier backs in. Shot won't go, but she got a good foul in anyway. Foul will be on Kinsey Loman Fuller. Kier hits the first one, giving Goodland their first lead of the night. Reagan Shavira into the lineup for Lakin. Second free throw up and good as well. Goodland with their first lead of the evening at 7-5.
Oh.
And another steal.
Yep.
But it will be Lakin basketball as Herenik stepped on the inline.
No, she traveled with it.
Oh, did she travel? She also stepped on the inline after the travel. Unless maybe she took 3 steps. I looked up and saw the final 2 anyway. Lakin with the inbounds. Sammy off the elbow, hands it off to Reagan. Reagan dribbles to the baseline, out front, now Tegan. Skips the pass in the paint.
We're just trying to force it.
And
they don't know
all 3 officials, none of them. They all looked at each other and shrugged. So we'll see what they come up with.
If we jump it, it's Goodland no matter what.
Yeah, they're going to give it to Goodland, so. Brooke Groth back into the lineup for the Lady Bronx. Just over 2.5 to go first quarter. Goodland leads 7-5. Rennick walked with it. And the Lady Bronx will have the possession.
A lot of errant passes tonight.
Tegan has it on the left wing, penetrates the paint, looking to work it to Brooke. And last touch by Goodland. Jarrah back into the lineup for the Lady Bronx. .220 to play in this opening quarter. Semifinals. Backside inbounds. Kinsey too strong off the glass. Weeder with the rebound gives it up to Bierman. Bierman drives the paint, too strong off the glass. Kier with the rebound. Weeder from 16. Off the back of the rim, won't go. Brooke with the rebound for Lakin again, and a foul will be called. Haley Blocklinger picks up the foul, just came back into the lineup. And a timeout called by Lakin. Trouble on the inbounds. 30-second timeout. 2:01 to go, opening quarter. Goodland on top by 2. This is the first of 2 games tonight. The Bronx and the Norton Blue Jays to follow in boys semifinal action. The winner of that game will meet Colby tomorrow night. Colby defeated McCook by 3. I think it was 61-58.
Yep.
But it will be the Bronx and the Blue Jays for the right to advance to tomorrow's championship game. Lady Bronx come into tonight averaging 48 points per the 2 games they have played. They're shooting 38% from the field, grabbing 30.5 rebounds per game. The big drawback for the Lakin right now, even though they are 2-0 on this season, they shoot 48% from the free throw line. Full court pressure once again by Goodland. Jarrah reverses, gets it across the timeline. Bounce pass over to Reagan. 1:50 to go in the quarter. Jera, bounce pass, picked off by Blocklinger. Blocklinger races up the floor, bounce pass just out of reach of Lindsey Cure, and it'll go back to the Lady Broncs. Lady Broncs are forcing Goodland into some mistakes, but Lakin just giving it right back to them. Kinsey with it on the right wing. Backs in and has it knocked away. I think that'll go against Olivia Lehman, and it will. That's her first foul. Jordan Owens back into the lineup for the Cowgirls. Reagan to inbounds. Long out front to Jarrett. And Sophie wide open in the corner, but there again a pad pass. Gave the defense time. That foul will go against Lindsey Cure. First foul on Lindsey Cure, fifth team foul on the Cowgirls. Jarrett in the corner, and Sophie has it blocked by Cure, and she grabs the loose ball. Weeder on the wing, into Owens, and she's fouled. We'll go to the line to shoot two. We'll wait and see who the foul is on. That is the foul on Brooke Groth. Her first, third team. Owens to shoot two. And that free throw is good. Sarah Wright back into the lineup for Lakin. Second free throw. Off the glass and good. Davidson trapped on the baseline. Outlet pass stolen away by Weeder. Now the pass knocked away by Sammy, and Lakin has it going the other way. Reagan across the timeline. Over to Sarah. In the corner to Ann Sophie. Sammy off the left elbow, hits it over Weeder.
That was a nice turnaround.
Owens with it, top of the key. Weeder on the baseline, dribbles it out to the wing. Back up top to Haley Bierman. In the paint, Kier hits the bucket and foul. Foul will go against Sammy. That's her second. Kier with the basket and a chance at the end one here. Brooke Roth back into the lineup. 11 seconds to go in the quarter. Free throw bouncing around. Lakin to inbounds, full court pressure. Up the floor, Reagan.
Nice.
To Brooke. Off the glass, great press break by the Lady Broncs. At the buzzer, off the front of the rim. That won't go. Jarrett with the block. It wouldn't have win anyway. After the first 8 minutes of play, the Lady Broncs trailing the Cowgirls by the score of 12-9. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this. You're watching Lady Broncs basketball on Lakin Broncs Sports YouTube.
Kearney County, a wonderful life opportunity, offers a wide range of opportunities to residents and visitors. Hunting, fishing, camping, golfing, and bowling provide recreation, plus the Lake and Rec Commission provides youth and adult programs in Lakin and Deerfield. Explore the rich history of the county by visiting the Kearney County Historical Museum or the historic sites throughout the county. Take advantage of what Kearney County has to offer. Contact Ralph Goodnight, Kearney County Economic Development, or on the web at www.kearneycountykansas.com.
Some commercials make it really tempting to buy cheap insurance. That's great if price is the only thing that's important to you. The agency believes cost is important, but protection is what you're really paying for. Rely on the agency to build the policy that protects your property at a price you can afford. Call the agency today at 620-355-6789.
12-9, the Cowgirls of Goodland lead the Lady Broncs after one period of play. Goodland will have the basketball as we start our second period. Brett and Jared with you. First of two semifinal games here in the 34th annual Goodland Topside Tipoff. Lady Broncs tonight would love to break their four-game losing streak to the to the Cowgirls. There, I did it again. Oh, man. Oh, well. Jackson Mitchick into the lineup. Right corner. That was an air ball by Lehman. The putback by Weeder was no good. Had a tie-up, but they're going to get Lakin for the foul. I think that's on Jarrah. That's her first. Fifth team foul. Telexa Weeder to inbound for the Cowgirls on the baseline. Bierman thought about the three from the left side, but they'll work it around. Mitchick lobbed to Kier at the free throw line, out to Bierman. Bierman fires the three, hard off the glass, won't go. Davidson chasing down the rebound, and that foul will be on Lindsey Kier. Good hustle by Jarrah Davidson. Second foul on Lindsey Kier, sixth team foul. Kinsey back into the lineup for Lakin. Oh, did Jarrah hit her head?
I don't think so.
Kind of came up rubbing her forehead. I don't know, maybe, not sure. She's on her feet, she's okay, I just wondered.
Uh-oh.
Dangerous pass, and that time that one, Lady Broncs will get a break there. Haley Bierman stepped on the sideline.
And I saw her turn and take off. Figured that was going to be intercepted.
So Reagan to inbound for Lakin on the far sideline in front of the Cowgirl bench. Out near the timeline, Sarah Wright. In the corner once again.
Same passes.
Same exact play.
I bet if they do one ball fake to that corner and then throw it inside, I think it'd work out pretty well.
I think so too. The problem is you're throwing over the defense. You cannot throw over the top of a defense. Got lucky on a couple occasions. That time threw it out of bounds. Tegan Bachman into the lineup for Lakin. A full timeout called by Goodland. And we'll take one as well. 6:58 remaining in the half. Goodland leading the Lady Broncs. We'll be back. At Lakin Drug, their mission is simple. They strive to provide professional pharmacy services with hometown hospitality. Lakin Drug's experienced staff leads with compassion and utilizes modern technology to fit all of your individual needs. Whether it's prescription medications or over-the-counter products, Lakin Drug has the answer to all of your questions. Lakin Drug at 610 O'Loughlin Street in Lakin is a proud supporter of the community of Lakin and Lakin schools. In the other girls semifinal, Burlington, Colorado defeated Ray, Colorado, so the winner of this contest gets Burlington. And Olivia Lehman with the basket underneath. Goodland back up by 5, matching their biggest lead of the half. Sarah, long pass, backside, and Sophie lays it up and in. Mitchell with it out front. 3 left side by Bierman. And Lakin battling for the rebound. That was Brooke Groth. And a Goodland foul, I think. It's on Olivia Lehman. That's her second. Jordan Owens checking in for Goodland. For the Lady Bronx, Nayeli Monroy. Brooke Groth goes to the other end to shoot free throws. Brooke shooting 57%. She's 4 of 7 on the season. And she hits the first one. Second free throw, nothing but net. Brooke 2 for 2. Pulls the Lady Bronx to within 1. Haley Bierman dribbles near side to Owens, top of the key. Now Jaxie Mitchell. Inlet pass to Owens. I think that foul's going to be on Brooke, and it is. Foul on Brooke is her second. Jara back into the lineup. Haley Blocklinger and Jacelyn Horenick back in for Goodland. Pass tipped away. Mitchell runs it down. Baseline pass. Shot off the glass by Blocklinger. Taken out near the timeline, trapped, looking for an outlet, finds Sarah. Sarah, long cross-court pass, knocked away by Weeder, and Lakin will keep it on their baseline. And that's a Nayeli. Now Jara on the wing. Nayeli, the left-hander off the glass. No good. Owens with, wasn't that backcourt? I mean, you can straddle it, I know that, but man, it looked to me like she had both feet on one side.
That's what I thought.
I guess a good job of tightrope walking, huh? Tegan into the paint, over to Sarah. 3 from the left wing.
Ooh, looked good from here.
It was an air ball, but it looked good.
Got it.
Jared Davidson with the rebound, tied up by Telexa Weeder, and Lakin owns the arrow. 4:56 to go in the half. Goodland on top by 3. Sarah to inbound for Lakin.
Got to throw it.
And a 5-second count.
As the inbounder, you got to be counting that in your head too, just to keep yourself aware.
Haley Bierman back into the Cowgirl lineup. Yeah, you've got to have an idea.
Hey, and if all else fails, just throw it off the girl's leg and then get another 5 seconds and try it again.
Yeah. Owens, right wing. Bierman at the free throw line. Over to Horenick. Dribbles to the corner. Pass underneath. Jordan Owens in the right place at the right time. The pass was intended for Blocklinger. It went over her head. And Owens right there to lay it up and in. Pass to the corner, knocked away by Haley Bierman. I don't know enough about, play sets and things with basketball, but it almost seems to me Lakin needs to shorten up their game. Too many long passes. They're getting away with some of them, but eventually it's going to cost you. Tegan thought about the long three. To Sarah, now back to Tegan. And that one's out of bounds. Go back to Goodland.
That's the thing about going against an extended zone is you got to attack those gaps and then be able to be strong with it to make the passes shorter. But if you just catch it in the middle and stand there and not attack, then
I can
be
turn you
too
down
successful.
up here. You just
Yeah,
need to
I
be
know.
you
I
need to
don't-
be louder here, but I can turn you down
I'm
up here.
plenty loud.
Okay.
I don't need that turned down because now I can't hear you.
How's that?
All right, I'm good.
Okay. Bierman fires from three. Off the front of the rim, won't go. Weeder with the putback, missed, but gets the rebound. And third time's a charm for the Cowgirls. Weeder with 7. And it's a 7-point Goodland lead. Another pass tipped away by Goodland. Lakin will keep it. Olivia Lehman back into the lineup. Sarah to inbound. Gotta throw it. And there's another 5-second count. Under 3.5 to go first half. Bierman fires from 3, in and out. Chera with the rebound. Hands it back to Tegan. Ever since Lakin burned Goodland on that effective press break, Goodland backing off and just picking up the Lady Bronx at half court. Foul out front. That'll go against Haley Bierman. That's her first. That'll send Tegan Bachman to the line for the 1-and-1. Jackson Mitchick back into the lineup for the Cowgirls. Tegan 8 of 17 from the free throw line on the season. 47%. Missed the first one. Inlet pass tipped away from Lehman. I thought maybe she might have got a fingertip on that one, but it stays with Goodland. Weeder to inbound for the Cowgirls on their baseline. Far corner, Mitchick. 3 won't go. Olivia Lehman with the rebound. Shot was blocked. Weeder tried to keep it alive, but it'll go to the Lady Bronx. Kinsey with the inbound. Kara in the corner. Bad place to get an inbounds pass, but she's going to be knocked to the floor. And honestly, that call can be made all night long. Foul is on to Lexa Weeder, that her first. Just for the simple reason they come up to play defense, they're putting a body on you. They are bumping you. Hey, you do it until you get caught. But that's just the type of defense that they play. Davidson with the free throw. That breaks a 6-0 Goodland run. But actually, that has worked to the Lady Bronx favor tonight because they've gotten some foul calls against Goodland. Davidson hit both free throws. And a foul underneath.
I want to say Kinsey. Yeah.
Kinsey with the foul, that's her second. Free throw is good by Olivia. Olivia, the daughter of Goodland AD Marty Lehman. Marty does a great job with this tournament. And off the missed free throw, a foul that goes against Lakin. And the foul is on Ann Sophie Vandernap. That's her first. That'll send Alexa Weeder to the line now with the 1-1. Goodland out in the bonus. And that free throw is off the mark. Jordan McCombs into the lineup for Lakin. Left side, Sarah. Back to Tegan. Lob in the paint, Jarrah. Short off the rim. Ball is loose, McCombs with the rebound. Long cross-court pass intended for Jarrah, and Bierman picks it up, but Ann Sophie reaches in and ties her up, but the arrow points to Goodland. Haley Blocklinger back into the lineup along with Jordan Owens for the Cowgirls. 2:29 to go first half, 21-15. Goodland leads with the basketball. From the low block, Jordan Owens in and out, won't go. Jarrah with the rebound. Gets it out to McCombs. She'll give it to Sarah. Sarah dribbles left side. Mitchell on her. Now to Jarrah. Tie up out front. Lakin owns the arrow this time. Jacelyn Herenick and a timeout on the floor. A full timeout called by Lakin. 1:59 to go in our first half. Goodland with the lead, 21-15. You're watching Lady Bronc basketball.
Home improvements that have had to wait. The dream vacation your family deserves. Even college tuition. Garden City State Bank can help you make it all happen now, not someday. With a home equity line of credit, you can borrow up to 90% of the value of your home, and the interest may be tax deductible. Plus, there are no closing costs, no application fees, and no annual fees. A fast, easy, convenient home equity line of credit from Garden City State Bank, a branch of the Kearney County Bank. Subject to credit approval, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It's time to get involved with the Lakin Recreation Commission, 702 North Campbell in Lakin. The Lakin Rec Commission with a wellness center, aerobics, adult programs, youth programs, sewing, and more. For more information about all the great activities of the Lakin Rec Commission, call 620-355-7039. The Lakin Recreation Commission, providing recreational opportunities to enhance the quality of life for the people of the community by promoting social interaction and the productive use of leisure time.
And a big thanks to all the great sponsors that make Lakin Bronc Sports U2 possible. Trying to catch up my brackets a little bit. Lady Bronc basketball, Sarah with it. Gets it to Jarrah. Jarrah spins away from the defense, too strong off the glass, and Sophie had her shot blocked by Owens. And Goodland has it going back the other way. Telexa Weeder from the left wing off the flat of the rim, won't go. Tegan battling for that rebound, last touched by Tegan. And Goodland to inbound. Weeder, kind of an over the head type of shot. But Lakin will get called for the foul. Jarrah with the foul. Second foul on Davidson. Weeder to shoot two. And hits the first one. Nayeli Monroy back into the Lady Bronc lineup. And another Lady Bronc turnover. Goodland with their biggest lead at 8 points. Currently a 9-2 run by the Cowgirls. Weeder, backside baseline, won't go. Gets the rebound and gets the roll. Long pass intended for the corner. And a traveling violation on Telexa Weeder. The pass was stolen away by Haley Bierman. .1 seconds to go in the half. Sarah to inbound for Lakin. And finds Tegan. Tegan off the left elbow, in and out, won't go. Telexa Weeder with the rebound. Telexa drives. Tegan goes to the floor. Oh, and Sarah got the loose ball, was standing on the end line. Pass inside. Owens fouled on the shot. And Sophie Vandernap with the foul. That's her second. 10th team foul on the Lady Bronx as Owen goes to the line to shoot 2. In and out, won't fall. Second opportunity coming up with 24 seconds to go. And Owens, 1 of 2 that trip, 3 of 4 on the evening.
Clock. Jesus.
Yeah. Numerous times already this half, and even the game before ours, they had issues. Can't watch and keep it at the same time.
Gives us a little bit more.
Yeah.
They put it back.
What they did, they just went back to the baseline. We'll start over. There it goes. Pass in the corner. Jordan off the drive.
Oh.
Missed the layup. And a Goodland rebound. Telexa Weeder drives. How was that not? I was going to say, how was that not a walk? Locklinger travels with it. It'll go back to Lakin with 7.6 seconds to go. Lakin just needs to get just something good to finish the half. Over to Tegan. Off the dribble. Pass underneath Naeli off the glass. Oh, and a foul called at the buzzer. So Naeli Monroy will shoot free throws with no time on the clock. Haley Bierman with the foul, that's her second. 10th team foul in the half. Shooting foul, so she was shooting 2 regardless. Got it. Naeli Monroy with the free throw. Missed the second. So we go to the half. Lady Bronx trailing by 10. They led early 5-2 and pulled within 1 at 6:11 to go in the half. They trailed 14-13, but ever since then it's been a 12-3 run by the Cowgirls as they lead it here at the half. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the halftime numbers and we'll talk to Bronx head coach Nate Schmidt as the Bronx get set to battle Norton in our next semifinal contest. We'll be back after this. Thanks for joining us.
Refinance your auto loan at Golden Plains Credit Union. You could lower your current auto loan rate by 2% with no payments for up to 90 days. Rates can be as low as 3.25% annual percentage rate. This offer applies to loans financed from another lender. Think of all the money you could be saving every month. This is a limited time offer, so stop by and ask about refinancing your auto loan today. Golden Plains Credit Union. Life with a touch of gold. Member NCUA.
Fred Ripsema established the Lakin Dairy in 1997 and is now a leading producer of high-quality milk for human consumption. The Lakin Dairy is proud to be a big part of the Kearney County economy and community. With fantastic, dedicated, and hard-working employees, the Lakin Dairy prospers in the heart of, as Fred calls it, the Midwest Feed Shed. Always supporting the Lakin High School students, the Lakin Dairy, a verified premium operation, is honored to call Kearney County home at lakindairy.com on the internet.
Welcome back to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. We're at the half. The Cowgirls are Goodland leading the Lady Bronx 26-16. Here are the first half numbers. First for Goodland, Telexa Weeder leading the way with 9 points. She's followed by Lindsay Keir with 5. Jordan Owens off the bench with 5. Olivia Lehman with 3. And Haley Blocklinger with 2. From the free throw line, Goodland 8 of 12 from the stripe. For the Lady Bronx, Jared Davidson and Brooke Groth leading the way with 4 points apiece. Tegan Bachman with 3. Sammy Vogel with 2. And Sophie Vandernapp with 2. And Nayeli Monroy with a point. And my totals actually add up for a change. 5 of 7 from the free throw line for the Lady Bronx in the first half. Goodland, their biggest lead has been 11 points. The Lady Bronx led early 3-0 and led 5-2. So their biggest lead of the half has been 3 points. Our second semifinal tonight features the Lakin Bronx 1-1 on the season after evening the record last night with a big win over Goodland. And we're now joined by Bronx head coach Nate Schmidt. And Coach, right now, I think it's a great field just for Lakin High School in general, with both teams in the semifinals tonight before we get set for your contest.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good for both teams. It's good for our school. The girls get the opportunity to play number 1 team in 3A, and this, Brett. We talk a ton about improvement and just getting better and better. Every day, every game, every practice, every year. And the girls are hanging in there right now. They're only down 10. You know what the result was last year in this game. So there's definitely improvement there, and proud of what they're doing right now. And I think they're only going to continue to get better as the year goes on.
You're exactly right. And I think last year Lakin only scored 12 points in that contest. So a vast improvement, 16 at the half. And the thing about it is, with programs that are looking to get better, each game is a step. Now they're trailing by 10. They've held the number 1 team in the state to 26 points, and at one time was within 1 6 minutes ago. So, just little things like that are showing improvement by this team.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple missed layups here, and, turnover here, don't get back on defense here. And, that's something that we were talking to the boys about today is, there are so many little things throughout the course of the game where, you really don't have to change a ton about your performance, but if you could change, you get a box out here, you make a free throw here, you do this little thing that doesn't require a ton of talent. It's like last night we won by 3 and we added up all those little things. It's like, well, dang, we should have been out of there with a 20-point win if you just take care of the small things. And, I think the girls are doing a better job of the small things, but there's still some small things left out there where they could be right there in this thing.
Oh, you're exactly right. Moving on to your contest tonight, the semifinals. Norton, a fairly familiar team for Lakin. This is the third time that these two teams will meet in this tournament. And most recently, of course, Lakin got the better of them a couple years ago, winning in the title game 71-50 in a game really that was a lot closer than that score indicated. But two teams kind of familiar with themselves this point of the year here at Goodland.
Yeah, we've got some schools that are on our schedule every year that you become familiar with, even outside of the league. But, this is a school we've become familiar with, whether or not it's in this tournament or the playoffs in football, or whatnot. We've had the opportunity to compete against these guys, quite a bit. But on the basketball side of things, one thing they have is some consistency in their program. Their coach has been there 30-plus years. You know what you're going to get, and the type of kids you're going to be playing against when you play against Norton. I called Coach Bam This morning I went to talk to him about a couple things, and I said, hey, Coach Bam, like, I need you to do me a favor. He says, what's that? I said, I need you to get our kids to look like the Norton kids, because they just, every year, look at them. Last night's team we played against was long and athletic. This team's going to be strong and athletic, and that's what you get when you're going to play Norton.
No, you're exactly right. And going back to last night, a nice win for Lakin. As we have talked, and we're gonna drag this dead horse off, but just not very good in the opener. But I'll tell you what, for a game that the Bronx came out and led wire to wire, got a little tight there down the stretch. But I think that goes a long way with the confidence of this team being young. That, hey, we can battle, we can take a lead, we can hold it. But I just think it's a big step for this team, and with a chance to be in a final.
Yeah, no doubt. And I said this yesterday, and you heard it last night in the hotel when we met with them. It's very difficult to overcome adversity. We struggle with it as adults a lot of times. It's easy to point the finger and blame and make excuses, but yet we got a group of 16-year-old kids that didn't do that. They looked at the adversity. They used it as an opportunity to improve, and they responded. And that's the thing I'm most proud of. It has nothing to do with basketball. It just has to do with growing up and becoming a young man. And so that's what I'm most proud of. But we had a great performance last night, much improved. And that's what we talked about today. It's like, okay, well, what are we going to do now? Are we going to take a step back and be in between game 1 and game 2, or are we going to be consistent and be as good? Are we going to come out and be better? That's what's at stake today. So a lot of times when you got a young group, it's very inconsistent, and we're hoping that we can be consistent and build off of our performance last night.
Had an opportunity to play 10 guys last night, and you're going to play a lot, and you do play a lot of guys game in and game out, but each night everybody gets more and more valuable experience. But some of the experience last night, Austin Ritzma, not a lot of varsity experience, but off the bench last night with 11 huge points, and I really thought he just looked comfortable out there. He knew what he was going to do.
Well, a lot of people don't know this unless they're close to the program, but we've put a quality product on the floor, for multiple years now, but it hasn't always been easy behind the scenes, putting a team together, and sometimes that's difficult to do with anyone, let alone 15, 16, 17-year-old kids. And then there's cliques within the team, and there's individuals within the team, and molding that into a team behind the scenes has been very challenging over the years. But I will say this year, it's been the easiest behind the scenes work as far as a team is concerned, and I felt like last night was a complete team effort. It was a team win. Everybody contributed for the betterment of the team, and without one individual performance, our team doesn't have the success that we had last night. And as they can continue to grow in their roles, you talked a little bit about Austin, as they can continue to get better in their roles, and be more consistent in that, we're going to become a better team.
You're exactly right. And there, I spoke last night with Eric Munson, getting in the scorebook. Held scoreless in the opener, but got in the books for 9 last night. But it's just going to be one of those nights, one of those times. Each player, you might have a new leading scorer every night, but it's going to be balanced. Where, like you said, it's a team effort now. There's nobody on this team really, and I don't mean this to say bad, that's going to come out and give you 35.
No, I mean, we might. Let's be honest. We might have one player right now that's capable of doing that.
Yeah.
And to ask a 16-year-old to go out and do that, that's very difficult. But we don't need to get 35 from one. If we can be balanced and get it from a variety of guys. That's just going to make us that much better. The scary thing is, we're focused on this year and we'll keep working to get better. But we're going to remove one player from this group. When the season's over. I know we're early in the season, but it's just crazy to think that we're gonna have every single piece back next year, and then we're gonna lose 1 to 2 the next year, and then we have everybody back again. And the challenging part is gonna be figuring out how to play all these kids down the road.
Yeah,
because we left some at home that can play too. So
yeah,
it's gonna be fun.
It's been a lot of fun, and so far a good weekend. So good luck tonight, Coach,
Thank
against
you.
Norton.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Always enjoy it.
Same
and
here.
we look forward to talking to you after we're done.
Sounds good. Thanks,
All right,
Brett.
thanks. That's Bronc head coach Nate Schmidt as Bronx gets set to battle Norton tonight in our second semifinal here on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. From the baseline, Olivia Lehman lays it up the glass. And Goodland now with their biggest lead of the night at 12 points. Tegan out front, dribbles around the pressure, bounce pass into Brooke, off the glass too strong. Sammy off the glass with the offensive board. Sammy that time just being rewarded for her work in the paint. We've got a foul. Foul is on Lindsay Keir. I kind of wondered what was going on because Brooke was standing out of bounds until Alexa Weeder was wanting the basketball. But it was a foul on Lindsay Keir. That's her third. And it's Lakin basketball. Pass into the corner. Jarrah steps inside the stripe. Oh, won't go. Rebound by Brooke over everything and into the hands of Alexa Weeder. Weeder drives right side, steps in the paint, hits it, and she'll go to the line. Foul is on Sarah. That's her first. Weeder hits the free throw, completes the and one. Weeder with 12. Three from the left side. Tegan Bachman hits it. Her second three of the night. Lakin hanging in there, trailing by 10. Near steal out front. Sarah knocks it away. Three-two zone, played by the Lady Bronx. Bierman has it on the right wing. Mitchick up top, off the glass, got it. Missed it. One of those situations, missed it bad enough it went in. Back to a 13-point Goodland lead. Sammy wide open, hits it off the glass.
All it was a ball fake.
Great recognition by Sarah to complete the pass. Weeder, three from the right side. That should be Lakin basketball. Lehman's, she acted like she was going to throw it in, but I was hoping they were going to give it to us. Herenick into the lineup for Goodland. 5:20 to go, third quarter. Bachman quickly back over to Sarah. One thing with those passes, they're quicker. Davidson's pass looking for Sammy, knocked away by Lehman. Still somewhat dangerous passes, but they're quicker. You got to keep the defense on the move with, just quick passes. Off the inbound, Sammy lays it in. Great inbounds play, and we've got a whistle. Bench warning on Lakin. Man, I don't know what the bench warning would be after Lakin scores the bucket. Maybe stepped out on the floor or something. Beats me. Too many people. Well, I was going to say, can't be too many people stood up because
I watched it back. I didn't see anything.
Steal in the paint by Tegan.
Also, it was just something he said.
Must have been. I don't know. I was going to say, and it can't be too many people up off the bench because Goodland's up off the bench the whole team every time they score. So that couldn't have been it either. Tegan in the paint. Finds Sammy from 15. Won't go. Hrenik with the rebound for Goodland. Brings it up near side now. Hands it off to Haley Bierman. Far side, Mitchell fires from three. Left wing, got it. Jackson Mitchell with her second three-pointer. Near steal. Tegan towards the corner. Knocked away from Davidson. And Lakin will keep it. Kinsey and Reagan into the lineup for Lakin. Blocklinger into the lineup for Goodland, along with Jordan Owens. Taken with the inbounds. Davidson with it. Long pass, cross court to Tegan. Off the left elbow. Shot off the front of the rim, won't go. And it will go out of bounds and back to Goodland. Foul underneath. Sends Telexa Weeder to the free throw line. And that one's on Sammy. That's 3. Weeder at the line to shoot 2. First free throw down. And 2 for 2 this trip. She's 3 for 3 in the second half. And Goodland with their biggest lead at 14. Tegan slips away from the defense. Kinsey fouled on the shot. She'll go to the free throw line. That foul on Jordan Owens. First foul on Owens, second team foul. Kinsey at the line for 2. Kinsey 3 for 4 on this short season. Hits the first one. Mitchell will check back in for the Cowgirls. And a 30-second timeout called by Lakin. The winner will get Burlington, Colorado tomorrow in the final. The loser will get Ray, Colorado in the 1 o'clock Mountain Time third place game. Half of the boys finalists set. Colby waiting for the winner of Lakin and Norton. That game coming up right after our broadcast here. Kinsey with the second free throw after the timeout. And that's too hard off the back iron. Mitchell left side. Owens turns. Good defense by the Lady Bronx in the paint. They find Weeder out front. Mitchell from 14 and knocked away by Blocklinger. Her and Jared Davidson battling for the rebound. Lakin wins that one. That's a nice heads-up play by Tegan.
Yeah, it was.
What do we got? Got a foul away from the basketball. It's going to go against Goodland. That'll go against Haley Bierman, and that's her third. Very heads-up play by Tegan. I like that. She knew she was going to be backcourt just with the momentum. Lob on the inbounds to Jarrah. Reverses. Shoots over Owens and hits it, and she's fouled. Jarrah Davidson with the chance at the end one. Free throw strong. Rebound comes off to the Cowgirls. Okay, score should be 28. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Mitchick on the left wing. I keep looking up to see if they changed that score, but they haven't yet. Coach Leader going to the table. Jordan Owens slips free underneath. Hits it off the glass. And they still haven't changed it. Ball knocked away, intended for Jarrah in the far corner. Tegan with it. Passes over to Reagan. Near side. Corner catch and shoot by Davidson off the back iron. Weeder with the rebound. She brings it up herself. Mitchell, cross lane. Blocklinger puts it up and in. And a timeout for Goodland, as it's now a 15-point lead. They still didn't put those 2 points up. What are they going to just say, we'll put it up when we want to, or what?
No idea.
I don't understand it. You've got it, I've got it at 28. I don't understand it. I've added up everything I have. And it should be 43-28. Come on, table, get it together. Sarah, pass in the corner. Davidson. Pass near side. Now Davidson with it once again as the Lady Bronx work it around the arc. That pass tipped by Mitchick, and it stays with Lakin. And a backcourt violation on Lakin. Mitchick from the left wing. Now Lehman finishes it off, backside, off the glass. Bounce pass in the paint, picked off by Mitchick. Mitchick races up the floor. It's a 3-on-2. Off the glass, won't get the roll. Battle inside for it. Sammy reaching in to tie it up, and they do get the tie up. Arrow points to the Lady Bronx. Jordan McCombs into the lineup. I just don't understand the score thing. I mean, that was obvious. I don't understand it. I mean, they are the official book, so I guess if you screw up and miss it, it's still official, I guess. I don't know. Huh. Steele out front. Bierman. Pass back to Weeder. She hits the layup and it's fouled. Reagan Shabir with the foul. That's her first. Nayeli back into the Lady Bronx lineup. Haley Blocklinger into the Cowgirl lineup as well. 44.5 seconds to go in the quarter. And Weeder she completes the three-point play. And there was a foul on the play against Olivia Lehman. That's her third. So Lakin basketball. Clock's not running. There we go. Reagan left wing, cross-court pass over the head of McCombs. And we'll go back to Goodland. Mitchell picks up the dribble, stands there. I was waiting to see if she's going to dribble again. Caught me off guard when she all of a sudden just picked up the dribble right there. 15 seconds to go. Now they put it in motion. Working around the arc, Weeder running baseline. In the corner, pass knocked away by Sammy. It'll stay with Goodland with 5.7 seconds to go. Tegan Bachman back into the lineup for Lakin. Weeder to inbound. Out front, Mitchell. Top of the key. Three off the mark. And the putback at the buzzer is good by Lindsay Cure. Goodland finishes out the quarter on an 11-0 run and lead the Lady Bronx 50-28 as we go to the fourth and final period. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have that fourth quarter for you right here on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube.
A lot of action on the street today, huh, Willie?
Yep. Oh, check out the German V8.
Good car.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Ooh, 64 dream car.
At Shelter Insurance, we insure all your favorite rides.
Oh, classic convertible.
And have since 1946.
Sweet pickup. Hiya, Muggsy.
Yo.
From Hot Wheels to hybrids, we've got you covered.
Hey, mailman.
Love those shoes.
Hey, where you going?
Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
We go to the fourth quarter. Lakin trailing now by 22. It's going to drive me crazy all night because I know that 26 does not belong up there.
Yeah.
And I know I need to let it go. It drives me crazy. But that's where Lakin needs to have a book and say, hey, here it is. Check your book against ours. Not that it's going to matter with Lakin trailing right now, but hey, points are points.
Yeah, because the one they missed was the and one, and Jared shot and missed the free throw. And it still says third period as well. But
Yeah. Goodland basketball. Here in the near corner, out to Weeder. Three, in and out, won't go. Sammy with the rebound. The foul will go against Jordan Owens. That'll be her second. And they finally do. 28 is up there. It's finally there. Now I can relax. I got my way. Now what?
clock again. Oh my goodness. Hopefully the boys' game's a little bit smoother.
Boy, no kidding. Coach Holloway standing over there. Looks like he just wants somebody to talk to. It's one of those like, hey, what are we doing? What's going on? Are we re-adding the points? What are we doing here?
Guess they get a free timeout.
Yeah, Lakin's going to take a free timeout. They're explaining what they want to run with Jordan McCombs. They're going to call the teams in and try to figure this out. This is where we need you on the sideline, Jared.
Yeah.
Sideline announcer.
To figure out what the heck's going on.
Go down to the table. Hey, what's up? Let's figure it out. 7:44 to go in our fourth quarter. At the completion of this contest,
after all that,
it's still 50-28, and they change to the fourth quarter. And now we're going to inbounds. Taken across the timeline. Nelly flashes out, top of the key, works it to Jordan McCombs. Now Tegan has it knocked away, but a foul on the play. That'll go against Lindsey Cure. Fourth on Lindsey. 17 fouls, so Lakin's shooting the bonus. Bachman with the 1-and-1, missed her lone opportunity in the first half. Brooke Groff into the lineup. Locklinger for the Cowgirls. And the first free throw is good. And both free throws are good for Tegan. Tegan with 8 points. 2 of 3 from the stripe. Owens thought about firing from 3. Weeder will give it off to Mitchick near wing. Locklinger in the paint, dribbles it off her foot, but Goodland will keep it. Ooh. Weeder will get called for the foul. She missed the shot, knocked Sammy to the floor. Second foul on Weeder, and we come to the other end. I think Sammy will be shooting. Jacelyn Herenick into the lineup for the Cowgirls. Free throw won't fall. Goodland rebound, up the floor. Mitchick in the corner. Owens to Herenick, off the right elbow, off the front of the rim. Jordan McCombs with the rebound, takes it quickly up the other end. Too strong off the glass. Sammy with the rebound. Outlet pass, Jarrah.
Travel.
Fires from 3, but walked with it before the shot. Olivia Lehman back in the lineup for the Cowgirls.
Might have to try a little something different second game because
what's up?
I don't know if my phone's gonna keep us through 2 games, so we might have to switch yours or go
we
back
can
to
do that.
theirs and see if it's any better.
Well, it might get better. For one, Goodland people won't be in this gym for the next game.
Yeah.
We'll just have to wait and see. Tegan reverses the dribble. High off the glass, got the shot to fall. Tegan now in double figures with 10.
Double dribble.
In a double dribble on the Cowgirls out front. Mitchell with the turnover. Comes back to Lakin with 6:15 to play. Taken on the left wing, Davidson. On the drive, got it. Put it up and over Olivia Lehman. Garrett Davidson with 8. Lady Bronx on a small run here. Scoring 6 straight. Hrenik up top, near side to Blocklinger. Now to Mitchell in the corner. Lehman with the inbounds. Foul underneath, that'll be on Brooke. I thought she walked with it.
That's what I kind of thought.
Third foul on Brooke. 5th team foul. Weeder back into the lineup along with Lindsay Cure. And Sophie Vandernap into the lineup for Lakin as well. Weeder to inbound. Finds Mitchell out front. They work it around the arc. Weeder from the left side, 3. Good. Near steal out front, and it is a steal. Mitchell cross lane off the hands of Kier. She saves it into Weeder. Weeder drive, left-handed shot, good. Weeder with a game high 22 points. A 21-point Goodland lead.
There's another one.
And Weeder with the steal. Layup, missed it. Jordan McCombs with the foul. Sixth foul on Lakin in this half. Weeder at the line to shoot a pair. Hits the first one. Sarah Wright back in the lineup for Lakin. And that free throw rolls off the mark. Vogel with the rebound. Back to a 22-point Goodland lead, matching their largest of the half. Sarah Wright back in the lineup. Tegan with the spin move. Off the glass, won't get the roll this time. And Mitchell with the rebound for Goodland. Races up the near side. And that's a walk. It'll go back to Lakin. 4:33 to play. And a timeout. Full timeout called by Goodland. We'll take one as well. 4:33 to play in the ball game. Goodland out in front by 22. We'll take a break. We'll be back. You're watching Lady Bronx basketball.
Home improvements that have had to wait. The dream vacation your family deserves. Even college tuition. Garden City State Bank can help you make it all happen now, not someday. With a home equity line of credit, you can borrow up to 90% of the value of your home, and the interest may be tax deductible. Plus, there are no closing costs, no application fees, and no annual fees. A fast, easy, convenient home equity line of credit from Garden City State Bank, a branch of the Kearney County Bank. Subject to credit approval, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Brett and Jared with you. Glad you joined us here this evening for Lady Bronx basketball in the semifinals of the 34th annual Goodland Topside Tipoff. Winner will meet Burlington, Colorado tomorrow. The loser will play Ray, Colorado. Right now it's looking like it'll be Lakin battling Ray. That game will be at 2 o'clock Central Time. Pass underneath over the fingertips of Anne-Sophie Vandernap. And it goes back to Goodland with 4:21 to play. Jared Davidson back to the lineup. Long cross-court pass. Haley Bierman with it. Takes it to the baseline. Cut off nicely by Kinsey. Now pass on the low block to Lehman. They work it back out front. Weeder off the glass, too strong. Ball bouncing around. Weeder gathers it in and hits it off the glass.
That one went right off Kinsey's face. Off the tip.
Blocklinger back into the lineup for Goodland. And Sophie back in for Lakin. Into the corner. Intended for Jarrah, knocked away by Mitchick. Lakin will inbounds. On the near side to the corner, in the corner to our left. Sarah with it, and drug that foot, turned it over. Jordan Owens back into the Goodland lineup. Pass to Weeder at the free throw line. She dribbles back out beyond the arc. Blocklinger. Short baseline shot missed by Owens. Weeder with the offensive putback. A 10-0 run by the Cowgirls. Now their biggest lead at 26. Timeout on the floor. Called by Lakin. It's a full timeout. We'll take one as well. 2:59 to play in this semifinal. We'll be back right after this.
The Ranch House community is here to assist with skilled rehab, long-term care, and assisted living. We offer a serene atmosphere, dedicated staff, delectable dining, and daily activities. The Ranch House is here to serve our communities. Please review our site at midwest-health.com/ranchhouse/ or call 620-371-4700 to schedule your tour today. We look forward to hearing from you.
Grandma. 60-34, the Lady Broncs trailing the Cowgirls of Goodland. Lakin will have the basketball. Sarah to inbound. Tegan back to Sarah on the right wing. Up top, Sammy. Left wing, Tegan. Jarrah, top of the key. Three-pointer is good. Nice movement there. Good timeout to draw up the play for the Lady Broncs as Davidson hit it. Jarrah Davidson with 11 points. Left wing, Weeder. Three off the front of the rim. Blocklinger with the offensive board. Finds Bierman. Now back out to Weeder. Pass. Blocklinger in the paint. Can't get the roll. Lindsay Keir with the rebound. Leans in. Ball blocked, I think, by Anne-Sophie. And Sammy picks up the loose ball. Tegan, long pass up the floor. Over the head of Anne-Sophie, and it'll go back to Goodland. Jacelyn Horenick back into the lineup for Goodland. 2 minutes to play. Hrenik on the wing. Inlet pass stolen away by Sammy, and she walked with it. You could tell on her face she wanted to launch that ball.
Yep.
She was so frustrated with herself, but calmly handed it back to the official. Weeder from the left side, bounce pass near wing to Hrenik, and she walked with it. 1:45 to play. At the conclusion of our game, we will sign this broadcast off, and we'll get another broadcast started for the boys' game. We're going to be a little bit behind. Well, won't be behind too far. I've got it at 8:50 Central Time to turn it back on. Davidson from the corner, and a foul on Weeder in the corner. That'll send Davidson to the free throw line. Ninth team foul on the Cowgirls. And Davidson shoots a 1-and-1. And that one off the side of the rim. Weeder runs down the rebound and brings it up herself. From the left side, scoops. And a foul on Lakin. It's on Tegan Bachman, her first. Kinsey back into the lineup for Lakin. Weeder scored all 12 of Goodland's points in this fourth quarter. 1:15 to play. Lady Bronx will play in tomorrow afternoon, 1 o'clock Mountain Time, 2 o'clock Central Time, third place game. Sammy off the right elbow, missed it. And Mitchick with the rebound. Under a minute to play. Over to Blocklinger. Goodland just working the ball out front. Bierman with it now. 30 seconds to go. Ball tipped up by Sammy, but Bierman gathers in the loose ball. Wide open underneath. And Hrenik with her first bucket of the night. Tegan out near the logo. Sammy left side to Jarrah. Up top, Tegan fires from three. Bouncing around, won't go. Kinsey with the putback as the clock goes to 00. Final score, Goodland 64 and the Lakin Lady Bronx 39. We're going to go ahead and just look at some totals, and then we'll cut this off and get ready for our boys broadcast. Leading away for Goodland, Telexa Weeder with 28 points, and it's pretty balanced after that. Mitchick with 6, Lindsey Curie with 7, Olivia Lehman with 7, Jordan Owens with 7, Jacelyn Hrenik with 2, Haley Blocklinger with 4. For the Lady Bronx, Jared Davidson leading the way with 11. Tegan Bachman followed with 10. Samantha Vogel with 8. Brooke Roth with 4. Kinsey Loman Fuller with 3. And Sophie Vandernap with 2. And Naomi Monroy with 1. With the loss, the Lady Bronx fall to 2-1 on the season. And like I said earlier, they will play for third place here tomorrow afternoon. 1 o'clock Mountain Time, 2 o'clock Central Time. and they will play Ray, Colorado for third place here in the 34th annual Goodland Topside Tip-Off. I want to thank all the great sponsors that make Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube possible. Thanks to JD Hem, our tech support. Couldn't do it without him. Definitely could not do it without him. And a big thank you to Jared once again for a great job on our production computer. Jared, good job. And let's get set up for boys action. We'll be back in about, give us 10 minutes. We'll be back on the air with Bronx basketball. Thanks for joining us.